language.
Destination Banter with Tony Smith. Riser.
Razor. And check out the jingle there by Rory Desmond McGivern. And this is specially friends, this jingle's getting played for none other than today is the Blues Festival. It starts today, the International Guinness on the Bay Blues Festival. Here we go. Big Razor Dane Sands and all the folks down there. So there you go. We're joined in the studio by the one and only Mr. Gerard Moore. And Gerard is from the St. John Bosco Boxing Club. Gerard, thanks for coming into the studio, brother.
No bother at all.
So it's warm in here today, isn't it?
I hadn't noticed.
You hadn't noticed. Well,
No.
I'll tell you what, it's warm enough for me. It's time to get rid of this bad boy. Look at that there, look.
Oh,
That's pretty good, isn't it?
that poor wee fella's going to have to run away in the street and get that now.
Oh, too late, there's a bus. Anyway, good to see you in the studio.
Hold on. No, there's someone with a shovel. He's all right. We're gone.
Just throw it back in again. Yeah, thanks very much. Sorry about the damage. Anyway, Razor. Well, we're joined with Mr. Gerard Moore in the studio today from St. John Bosco Boxing Club.
That's the one.
Gerard, I tell you what, the Boxing Club, the boxers are really, they're hot, aren't they, at the minute? They're hot property.
They're hot. We have to keep them in ice in training just to cool them down a wee bit.
And now tell me what's going on, right? Tell me what's happening this weekend. Or is it, no, it's the end of the month.
It's the end of the month, the 31st. Basically, top class Newry boxers going up against top class boxers from Limerick. Got
Rathkeil, isn't it? Rathkeil.
Rathkeil. But yeah, Rathkeil boxers, they're quite a hard bunch, and so be a good challenge for our boys to be out training hard out in Bill's gym, giving it the whole lilty,
And they're training at Bulls Gym.
Yep.
That's right, Adrian.
Yeah.
But there's I tell you what, Adrian has seen the difference. Have you seen the difference?
I have. I mean, I've seen the boys spar. I've actually just seen the boys standing beside them. These are young lads. They're in their teens. You know yourself. That's the stage where you're building up the muscle anyway. You're naturally doing it, and then with the training they're going through with Bulls, they're just growing and growing and growing. Wouldn't mind be their mummies and daddies having to feed them, but that's not my problem.
And I bet you it's not like the rest of the mummies and daddies out there. These guys are eating vast amounts of food, but good food
Good
to
food,
keep their bodies in tip-top shape, aren't they?
Oh, aye. I mean, if we see them with a Mars bar, we take them off and we eat it ourselves, so.
Well,
You
the coaches have to do that.
Yeah, we're just keeping the boys right. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with us being middle-aged and not for
Or
a reason
sweet tooth or anything
this.
like that. The
yeah.
boys don't have sweet tooth here. So it's very important to mention that.
We're all highly trained athletes.
Highly trained.
Highly trained athletes. We might not all be doing all the training, but we're all up about there. Like.
Yeah, but you go in and you go to the training sessions, don't you?
Yeah.
And you coach the lads, don't you?
Well, I don't coach myself. I keep your hands off that.
Yeah, you eat the Mars bars. You're shouting at them. Give me them Mars bars.
I'm standing at the door with a big bucket. Put your sweets in here and give me your juice now.
Right now.
That's it.
Get it all in that bin. A wheelbarrow would be better, because then you can wheel it straight on the back of the van on the way on home then,
Oh, sure, don't need a wheelbarrow. It doesn't leave again.
Goes in the cool bin, doesn't it, out the back?
Yeah. I mean, and then the fact I turn up with brown stuff all around my face has nothing to do with it. And
No, it wasn't me eating the chocolate.
Big healthy wrappers? No, I don't eat sweets. Dedicated.
You don't eat them, you just gulp them.
No, they sort of just, slide down on the one go.
They attack you.
Yeah.
Internally attack you.
That's it. I mean,
it's terrible. But there's a few quid's worth there, and I don't knock that, Gerard.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I spent a few pounds putting that there, so.
There's a lot of people out there would love to have that. It's like a sign of wealth about these parts,
It is, but ladies, don't worry. My missus will break my legs if he's come near me. So please, stay away.
You've been warned. Now, that's it. Razor. So let's get back to St. John's Bosco Boxing Club now. Tell me, they're doing the lads participate in that club. The young boxers. They're how many Irish champions have you now?
We presently have 3 Irish champions. We have 5 Ulster champions, and then a number of other champions throughout the likes of the 9 nation or the 9 counties, and the Louth, the South Armagh, the Down champions. So we've got champions coming out for years. I mean, the boys are dedicated. The boys are saying, last year we had 2 Irish champions, and which we were the first club last year to have 2 brothers who were Ulster champions, which were Jack and Kane Tucker.
The Tuckers, they had them in here, and a big shout out to the Tuckers and Barry himself. I mean, dedication is not the word, it's just focus, isn't it? That's focus.
It is. I mean, being down the Point Road, I see them out. If they're not in training, they're out running. The 3 of them, Barry and the 2 lads, are out running, you know. So it's not just the fact of, I'll come into the club, I'll do it then, and I'll disappear. It's the fact of, I'll go into the club, I'll do it, I go home, my diet's right. If I have a spare minute, I might run. You know, so it speaks, the boys speak for themselves.
Yeah. The work they put into it, the training they put in, and the early morning runs, the sparring, the gym work.
Yeah.
And then, as you say, then go back to Bulge Gym to get bulked up a bit and put the muscle on.
And then you have to think about, they're still at school as well. So they've all their school work on top of that.
Summer tests.
You see them out and about with their friends. So they've their social life, their school life, their boxing life, and I really don't know where they get the time for it.
Well, Barry's making the time for it. Barry's extremely dedicated, like Adrian, on yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and it takes that, and it shows.
Yeah.
It shows because of the Irish champions you all have.
I know. It's what I'm saying. It's the 3 of them Irish champions now, and it's just amazing because effectively with 5 Irish champions, 5 Ulster champions, 3 Irish champions, we are the most successful club in Ulster, if not the most successful club in the whole of Ireland.
Whoa, you've heard it here.
All of that from a tiny little town called Newry.
Unbelievable. I just want to shout out to, there's a local guy here, Sean Byrne. I want to wish him a big happy birthday, and I want to wish him all the best with his new sports car, and I can't wait to get a look at it, Sean. So, riser for the new sports car.
Sean, don't let him drive it.
Oh, no, don't let me drive
it.
If you do let me drive it, make sure the traction control is on and the 4-wheel drive's on.
And there's no petrol on it. You know, drain the petrol. Say no more.
Thanks very much. All the best, Gerard. Thanks for coming into the studio. Good luck there. He spoiled me driving a sports car. What's all this about? Right, that's it. Me and you out on the street. That's it.
Oh, don't make me take this off again.
You!
You've already had me naked in here. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, well, I didn't. He decided to. Well, let's not go there. Anyway,
that's for a show after 9 o'clock.
The watershed. Right. Let's get back to what we were talking about now. Rathkeil Boxing Club.
Yeah.
They're a notable boxing club in Ireland.
They are. I mean, we've been doing shows with them. We go down and they come up. You know, we've got quite a good working relationship with them. And again, as I said, their boxers, you take nothing away from their boxers. They were looking at pictures of our boys out in the gym nowadays.
I've seen the boys pushing big tires and doing everything.
Yeah, so Rathkeil decided they got a minibus and they got their boys pushing the minibus. Now, they're calling it training. Personally, I think their bus broke down. They just needed a wee push up the hill. But we'll not tell them that.
There's a drop of green diesel in there or something.
Maybe. It is in Limerick. You never know what you get. We've had the Shamrock juice on it.
Well, you know the Subarus have boxer engines, so Rathkeil they've got a few boxer engines at the back of the van there. You know what I mean? But here, it'll save on juice.
It would. I mean, if only I could get a couple of them to push me about the town.
I was just going to imagine an Adrian coming down there in a Mercedes, you know, about 4 young fellas pushing him.
No, he wouldn't have them behind pushing. He had them with front because they could go with the whip.
Oh,
come on, boys, come on.
He's wicked enough to whip them all right, isn't he? Oh, and he whips them into shape, doesn't he?
He does.
Because I was asking the lads in here, the Tuckers, and I was saying, what's he like? You know, is he a bully? And when Adrian was here, before Adrian got the call, you know, the phone was ringing and he was hiding it not there. And he says, Adrian, you're on the Banter show, answer your phone. And that's when he went, hello, I'll be there in 2 minutes. And away he went. and then the minute I said, lads, he's gone. You want to talk about him? Is he a bully? So they're all going, yeah. But he's a good bully.
I wouldn't call him a bully. He's just determined. Just because he's coming here and he might hit me, so that's why I'm saying that. He's determined, yeah.
I'll get that hat back here for protection. See that hat? Lethal.
Oh, I think the cushion's back.
So Gerard, you're from the north of the country, the northwest of the country.
The northwest, yeah.
You're a dairy man.
Oh, aye.
And you've settled in Newry 11 years old, you were saying there.
Yeah.
So
and
big
them
shout
guys.
out to everybody in Derry, and give a shout out to anybody you want, if some of your Derry pals are, you know.
I'm not here. It's not really me. It's someone else. If I owe you money, I'm in Dublin. But hello to everyone else.
Only the Banter show. Well, I must shout out to Christina Doyle over in Moscow in Russia, and big shout out again to Matthew T. Metzler, Ian Sands, the Blues and the Bass. So it's all happening. I've so much in my head now at the minute, and we're
I
flat
can
out.
see, you can just see it sort of trying to
You can see it
expand
moving.
there. Yeah.
It's moving about like that.
It's just sort of throbbing out and out and out.
Well, you land somewhere in Brussels, I'm running short of them there, you know what I mean?
Oh, you can take them. Go on.
Keep the clippings. Keep the clippings for me.
That's it.
Bit of super glue, you know. So Gerard, is it? Have you any of your family involved in it, in the boxing?
No, none of them's involved in the boxing. I mean, growing up, we were all doing different things. I mean, my three older brothers were in jiu-jitsu. One of them was did kickboxing with me as well when we were younger. But they're all sort of, unlike me, who's grown old disgracefully, who, you know, sort of likes going out and going, ah. They're sort of, you know, sitting at home with the kids going, do not copy your Uncle Gerard. He's a bad influence. Bad influence. But still teaching them bad words and how to poke fun at people and
The normal things.
I mean,
the normal run.
well, my proudest moment is one of my nephews, whenever he was 3, we went out for a meal. My other brother, his girlfriend was a vegetarian. Again. Anyway, so I said to him, what do you say to Gareth's girlfriend? He got his sausage under the fork, waved in front of her face, and went, ha ha, meat, ha ha, meat. Middle of a packed restaurant, everyone's around, I'm just around going, yes.
Yeah, result.
Yep.
That was a
You're coming
razor.
home with me.
So the laughs have started in the Banter show. We're Rathkeeler coming up here this time, aren't they?
They're coming up here
And
now,
the fights
yeah.
in Bellini's.
Bellinis, the fights, yeah. So as well as our own boys, with 2 European silver medalists. So it's, people think if you go to a local show with a local club, what you're seeing is, you know, all these here wee ones coming in and being afraid to get hit. Not happening with these boys. These boys will go on. They will get hit. They will hit. I mean, I'm what, 12 stone. There's boys boxing there who's 9, 10 stone. 2K hit or 2 stone heavier than them. I will not get in the ring with them.
I know where you're coming from because, especially when somebody says to you, "Oh, go in and give them a light spar."
Yeah. I mean, I've been there, I've done my sparring. The nose is sort of a wee bit of a testament to that. So,
Yeah, I've done a bit of that too. Yeah,
yeah. So,
that's somebody else's nose, by the way.
is it?
I don't know where I got it.
I borrowed mine especially for TV.
Oh, is that your TV nose?
That's my TV nose. Yeah.
I picked this up up the stairs in the TV studio, so it's stuck on. It's doing right, you know.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. So there's absolutely no fear. These lads are into their boxing.
These lads, the next step for these lads are the European Championships, and then the only step next to, well, the next steps next to that will be the Olympics and the World Championships. So we are talking about high class, world class athletes.
Because they've started young. Sorry to break your word. They've started at a very young age.
Yeah.
Especially the 2 Tuckers, haven't they?
The Tuckers have been boxing for, I think they came out of the women boxing. You know what I mean? Sure, Barry was a great boxer whenever he was young as well.
Yeah.
Like, so it's sort of they've carried on from where he was boxing. You know, so
Yeah.
we take them in from about 8, 9 years of age.
I'm just sorry to break it. I'm just looking. Our mysterious parkers back there, Andy, do you see him? Yeah, you do see him. Anyway, he's got the stereo up full. He's doing a great job. Last time he was about 18 parking attempts there. He was great. But anyway, so as you were saying there,
yeah, we take them on for about 8, 9, and I mean, really, those who stick at it really do. You really do see a difference. I mean, you've met the boys in here. They're all nice fellas. They don't give any cheek. They don't speak out of turn. Some of them you have to watch because they're like ourselves. They're a wee bit devious, and if they can get away with pulling your leg, they'll take the 2 legs and return your shoes. You know, so they're like that.
I know, but I have to say they're really very well mannered, very disciplined, and you know them guys have a bright future in front of them. You know.
Yeah.
I was asking them about about their normal PlayStation. They don't. They get an hour at it, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know. And it's the dedication to the training that makes it all worthwhile, you know. And it's funny, there was a guy just parking there and I never seen the likes of it, and I can't believe, here he comes, it's the one and only, welcome back into the studio, Adrian Patterson. Come in, Adrian. We'll just get that man mic'd up here, Andrew. How you doing, Adrian? Welcome back, brother. How are you? Riser for the lizard. So we're just talking about the youngsters and the training and you know, the early age to start at, Adrian, you know.
Just saying how great you are with the lads and stuff like that. You know, you don't bully them or pick on them.
Oh no, he does bully them. They were telling me in here the last time. You know, I got it out of them. I got it out of them on the Banter show, like. But it's all good, Aidan. It's all positive. What about the Rathkeil boxers? They're pushing the transit about the place.
They're pushing the transit about, but we have a wee video going back the next week. So we have.
Oh, a response video.
We're sending a response back, yeah.
Well, I was saying a Subaru engine's called a boxer engine, right? Because the pistons go out this way, right? The pistons are actually boxing out on both sides, right? And when I seen that last night, Rathkeil, I thought, does he think he's driving a Subaru with 3 boxer engines in the back of the transit? You know what I mean? But obviously, I'm not going to that boxing. That
no.
bout, I'll get the head taken off. But Aidan, what's it? This latest training now that they're doing, is this all strength and conditioning? Because it's all seen with driving, lifting, pushing.
Who's that, our crowd?
Both, but Rathkeil are emulating
Rathkeil, I don't know whether Rathkeil done that for a bit of crack. The pushing the lorry, the bus.
I think the van broke down.
It could be done for a bit of crack to get us winded up. So it could be just for a bit of, as I'm saying, banter, pun intended. But we're going to send them a wee reply going back to them this week now. So,
I can't wait to see that. Is my man Mark involved in it?
Mark Horn's going to do it.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Mark's the cameraman for us, yeah.
Isn't he? And he's doing great work. Mark
does a wee bit of does the posters and all for us, and he's very good with the computer side of things for us. So he does a lot for us now. Free admin assist, free admission now to the next club show for Mark as well.
For Mark as well, yeah. There you go,
plus
Mark.
Plus one.
Mark, you'll take me, will you, brother? Hopefully you'll take me. We'll see Andrew. Andrew, could you check what's going on there if you can? There's a young man looking a bit of assistance there. But anyway, Adrian.
With what do you call it? So, has he explained to you when the club show started, or when it's on, or what date it's on?
Well, what we're getting there is the end of May.
He spent too much time slagging himself.
That's good.
He couldn't help it.
No, I couldn't help it. I had to slag him, for God's sake, Adrian. Here, there's no stranger to slagging. One of the top in the town, that man.
No, one of us.
10-time Ireland champion at boxing, 101-time Irish champion at slagging.
No, well, not too bad now. I've calmed down a wee bit. But you know who Gerard is? Gerard introduced himself. He's our PR man.
The PR man.
Gerard does a lot of PR for us.
I'm the boy that uses I go out and about.
He goes out and about. He does a lot of knocking doors and trying to get his funds raised.
Well, I know you're ultra busy.
Yeah, we're ultra busy. So we need someone like that. Yeah.
And then I got the message from Gerard, and I was thinking, hopefully Gerard will come in as well.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. So
because as I say, the last time he was in, phones going, everything else.
Had to get the phone going. Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Go ahead and answer. Right, I'm on the way. Just going. I got there. But so Gerard's the PR man.
He's our PR man and has fundraising and gets his funding and that as well.
And you and Barry are the coaches.
Me and Barry and the coaches. Plus we've a good backroom staff as well coming through. You've got Shane McKeown, probably one of the best coaches I've come across.
Shane from Norma Road.
Yeah, Shane from Norma Road. He's very, very good technically. So he's one of the best men in the pods I've seen.
Good family too, the McKeowns, aren't they?
Yeah. They're a good stock. And then you've Dean McCabe, Tony Mullins, as I said before, he's our drill instructor. He's a fitness man. Dean's coming to the ranks. Dean's learning.
Razor Dean.
And then we've got a new recruit just recently, female coach Molly Jane Patterson. So good stock again.
Good stock, surely.
Mary Maguire's home mommy's Ballcraft, and then David Patterson's our daddy. So Molly's going to be our first female coach, and the boss was first female coach.
And have you got female boxers already?
Yes, 5 female boxers are, yeah. And we've two competing in the Northern Ireland Championships in 3 weeks' time. We've got Gemma Ross and me, Cleana Hardy. And they're actually going to be in this club show. They're going to be in our club show. They're sparring each other.
At the end of the month?
At the end of the month. They're going to be boxing each other in our club show.
And I'll tell you what, Adrian, for anybody that doesn't really know about ladies boxing, ladies boxing can get hot and heavy, just like men boxing.
We actually got we have a poster on Facebook on. It's our poster of our club show, And your woman, remember the $1 Million Baby?
Yeah.
Have you seen the film?
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood was in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, the real woman, she shared her poster on Facebook and wished she was good looking all.
I did see that.
Maureen Shea.
Yeah.
Maureen Shea, and she says the next time she's across the water, she's going to let us know when she's across. She's going to try and pop down to us. So she is.
Wouldn't that be something?
That
would be something.
Yeah. So it's good to get her support from it as well. Now we've got Paddy Barnes and all, and Michael Conlon, Kenny Egan, Paul McCluskey, and all have shared have give us a bit of support on Twitter, so they have as well. So I think Paddy Barnes is going to give us a wee message today. Barry Tucker's way to meet him today. I think he's going to give us a wee plug today as well for our club. So he's
Paddy Barnes, is he?
Paddy Barnes, he's meeting Barry up in the Carrickdale there. So yeah, so hopefully he gives us a wee plug as well.
And I'll tell you what, I'll be on Twitter and see Facebook, I go on and like everything, and then I go off, and then people blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So Twitter's different for me. It's more intricate than that.
Twitter's good. There's not as much sort of BS on it.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Point, yeah.
You know, there's no dinners or dogs. All this crap.
or Christmas dinners at Christmas time.
Or football.
Look at me. Conor Kieran's part of that Christmas morning. Please don't take a photograph of your dinner. We're all getting the same today. Probably.
And Conor's a wit, isn't he?
And we've got Conor Kieran's brought on. He's coached us a couple of years as well. So we've got back stuff all together with Tony Moan, Shane, Dean, Kieran and Molly Jane. Molly Jane's just come in now. And then you've also got the likes of Gerard and Davy Bourne as well as the other side of the background
big
staff.
Davy, yeah.
Helping us out as well, fundraising as well. So and then myself and Francie Rafferty and Paddy Devlin are also there as well, backing us as well. So we've got a wee structure.
Francie and Paddy are two old stalwarts.
Yeah, they're still there. Yeah, and the boys are loving it at the moment.
Well, it's the focus here in your club is.
It's a focus as well. Yeah, we'll hopefully we'll get the support this 31st of May. It's Saturday night. The Frats and Groves fight's on after, but I think it's been shown there downstairs. They've got it on the TVs downstairs. And we're hoping that on the night there's 33. There's going to be 33 Irish titles, boys with Irish titles. So there's
a lot of stuff going on there.
Rough Keel's got Cormac Long's 8 Irish titles alone for BAMS. He's only 17, turned 17.
What?
He's European silver medalist. With 2 Hardy Bras, one of them's a European silver medalist. Them two's 4 Irish champions. There are 8 Irish titles between them. And he's boxing European. He's European silver. He's boxing Cian Tucker in a rematch. Now, so that's going to be a tough one for Cian Tucker. Yeah. Cian's Irish champion. He's boxing an Irish champion. That's going to be a real. It was a clinker down when we boxed him down in Limerick. So I think it's going to be an odd clinker in the box here.
Sparks flying then.
Oh, unbelievable! And then they've an odd couple there. They've a wee girl coming down that's also Irish champion as well. And then we have our own Irish champions. We've got the 2 Tuckers named Brandy as well. They have 5 Irish titles between them. Then we've Eugene McKeever. He's boxing and representing John Bosco as well. Well, the John Bosco select team. We're not going to put it out that it's an Irish team or an Irish select team. It's a John Bosco basically team, boxing Rough Keel Limerick team. Period. Boys to come with the likes of Eugene Hable coming representing the St John Bosco team. Although he's a Malachy's man, all the boys coming. There's a team coming from Donegal. They'll be all representing the St John Bosco side of things. The same whenever St Patrick's Boxing Club, they go to Forgewood Boxing Club in Scotland every year, and they always take 3 or 4 local lads. But you're going over representing sort of your own club, but you're representing the St Patrick's Club. So on the night, there's going to be at least, I think we've done the count last year, 2 European silver medalists and 33 Irish titles is going to be, boys, that's the calibre we've got.
Whoa, boy, that's serious.
It's fantastic now. So we've got team coming, that Limerick team, we're boxing Rough Keel Limerick, Gavin Healy and his crowd in Limerick, looking forward to them coming down. And then we've got Phil Sutcliffe, Dublin, he's coming down as well, from Crumlin in Dublin, looking forward to taking him down. And we've also got Letterkenny teams coming down as well. They're also a team from Rough Keel, Limerick, Dublin, and Donegal coming down.
So it's going to be a massive night.
So I hope we get the support for it, because we had the last couple of years we haven't got the support for it. But I'm saying now, hoping like people are always congratulating you and liking your stuff on Facebook, and I'd just like them to come out and give us the support that we need for this club show, because number one, this is going to cost us maybe £1,500 to pull this show off, and this sort of subsidises our year as well. So we need a big crowd to sort of get a good lift to cover the teams coming, and also to give us a few pounds towards next year as well.
Yeah.
So we're hoping we get the support, and we're hoping Destin Yuri's going to come down and stream it live for us. I'm going to see, who do I see? Cahill, isn't it? Cahill,
give a shout in there.
Cahill, we're going to have to see you now. I'm going to have to see you after this year to see if we can get you down there.
You aren't going
for
it. If you say no, it's going to hit you.
I have a few things I want you to ask Cahill for.
I'd love to see Charles here and see if it'd be good. It'd be good to get a stream live as well on the screen as well and.
Well, to support local boxers and the high calibre of boxers you guys are putting out there, it's no laughing matter.
No, it's good, and the lads put it in themselves. There's a lot of them saying, the last time I shared, speaking about the dedication and the effort they're putting in. Like, they're training away there, and they're training over a game of Bulls Gym there, Adrian McGovern and Mark Gallagher, and they're flat out training away with them boys as well. And
we were talking about that earlier, you can see the improvement, you can see the muscle coming on these lads.
Physique on them, yeah. And what do you call it? Go ahead, Gerard.
No, it's just as I said to you earlier. People think a local boxing club is just a load of young fellas coming on. They're throwing a few shots. There's no proper shots or anything else. These are world-class athletes.
Yeah, I have to say that now. They're getting with
these boys at the minute, Ulster champions, Irish champions, European silver medalists. These are the people who are going to be going. They're going to be going to the world champions, going to be going to the Olympics. These are the boys in the future who are going to be our world titles.
I could see out of this team, these ones boxing on Saturday week, I can see there could be at least one or two boys that could be in the next Olympics. Cormac Long could be our. He's from Roughill, yeah. Cormac Long could be our. He's some kid. The only thing is he's the same weight as Joe Ward. That's sort of the only thing. He's the same weight as Joe Ward, but he's an exceptional kid.
Is that right?
So he is, yeah. So with that calibre, like if the Hardy Bros, the Tucker Bros, and with Young Long, and then we've got Neely Mathers, Brent McParn. There's a couple of girl fights as well, or Omi girls as well. So there's some calibre boxing on the night.
Because Neil and Brandy and the two Tuckers were in here. I want to wish these lads all the best of luck. Yeah. From me, not even from me in the studio, a big Razor. John Bosco Boxing Club there. I'm watching you every week on Facebook. You are fantastic, and I'm going to now promote you on Twitter and keep on, liking and sharing, because I'm getting a nice bit of following. We're in the Banter shows in Russia.
Yes,
it's in America. It's in the States. It's all around the whole globe, and there's plenty of people taking notice of it. So give you the plug, and we'll try and get you maybe a bit of streaming and send it to you.
Yes,
put it out on my Twitter page just to see what happens.
And any of the Americans or any of the Russians would like to invite us over, more than welcome. Get in contact with us either through the Banter show or else on Facebook, St John Bosco on Facebook. Yeah, contact us surely, and we can make arrangements to go out to you or whatever. Come over to us, because
the serious boxers, they're not just young fellas down looking around, and the way you see them up, you know what I mean, you see them
hiding behind bags.
These are focused on what they're doing. They're actually small humans. They're small boxers, but they can hit.
Yeah, they can hit. Yeah,
and they've hit with style, they've got the style, haven't they?
I wouldn't actually say that all of them are small. I mean, the likes of Brandy's
Brendan Kane's massive. Yeah.
And here, you're going to see, like, they're coming up that age, they're getting that awkward, 16 and grumpy, you know what I mean? Yeah. And
they're grumpy now, 13 and 14. It's hard to sort of, but we'll mix them well with them. You have to sort of read them and know how to read them. You can mix them well with them.
But you're at that game long enough, you know how to get down their level. You know how to read young fellas in the gym.
And you know when they're bad mood or whenever, sort of give them a wee bit of space and let them go. And need to know when to read.
Because they actually, me and Gerard were talking about bullying, earlier on. And I was asking the lads, when you left that last time, he says, does he bully us? And he takes her chocolate off us and all, you know what I mean? So I had to do that there.
I said to Brendan McParn on Facebook, you're dead now yet, you won't have to see the rest of that show, and he goes, it's all about a banter.
That's what he says, Razor Brandy. Razor Brandy. I think we're having a bit of technical issue there. Just check the screen, Andrew, it's off. It's all right there, is it? No bother. But anyway, so it's the end of the month. How many bouts is on, Adrian?
All together is 20. With 3 young lads running no exhibitions. Say our wee guys coming through, the 2 Riley Bros, Ronan and Reese. They're coming through. That's twice they've been matched. They're boxing 2 wee same guys from Rough Keels, so the rematch is on now again.
That'll be good fun.
And then there's another one. Gemma is a non-decision. Gemma and Clean is a non-decision in 17 contests. Straight through. No intervals. Starts at 7. We'll probably be parading them in around 7:15. The boxing starting at 7. So parading start at quarter 7. Boxing starts at 7. Hopefully be over by 10. Then we'll have about 8 and watch the Groves fight.
Well, that's going to be a long, good night.
Brilliant.
That definitely is, because 20 fights.
Yeah, but you get through them. Most of them 1.5 minutes rounds.
Yeah.
There's only a couple of the older ones, so you fly through them. You get 8 fights in an hour, like.
Yeah.
So you will, in only 1.5 minute rounds. And the wee one's only 1 minute round, so you won't be long flying through them.
Yeah. And are the club up for the rivalry? Your boys
Oh,
are up for
we
the
love it.
rivalry.
Them boys are good. So we're going to make a wee video and send a wee video down to Gavin next week now. So we are, Mark Horn's coming up to do a wee video. It'll be nice wee just video to send down, nice wee bit of banter video to send down these guys and have a bit of crack on.
Water if you want.
So we're hoping the video will come off well and create more publicity for us as well.
Well, that's good, because you know, without social media, Adrian.
Oh, aye.
What was it like back in the day without social media? Seriously.
Yeah, it was hard to get a crowd. We had the Rotary Club that Paddy McHugh done his shows through, and they had their own crowd going that they got there. But other than that, it was hard to get a crowd to go to.
It's all changed, hasn't it, now?
Yeah.
And it's changed for the better, I
Well,
think.
it's changed for the better. Social media is good, free advertising, and so it is, and it's good to get your lads the publicity that they deserve through Facebook and Twitter.
So tell me, who's sponsoring this?
We're trying to get sponsors. We have a couple of sponsors there now.
Is that BHP account?
BHP's definitely sponsoring.
That's what I was getting at there, right?
They were the main sponsors. And just give a couple of plugs. Finbar Hughes has helped us out. Matty Shields, Ronan Morta has helped us out.
Ronan.
McCooey's over here.
Hughes' bookie.
Yeah, Hughes' bookies. Finbar has just mentioned that there. So it is 25 quid. It gets you 2 tickets. And it gets your name in the programme. 50 quid gets you 2 tickets and a buffet for 2. 75 quid gets you 3 tickets and a buffet for 3, and then 150 gets you 4 tickets or 6 tickets in a buffet for 6. So everybody's getting a bit. So rather than getting the sponsors are getting the tickets and a wee bit of food after as well. So that's what we're promoting that side of things, and it's working for us.
On top of that as well, we've got local DJ
Marco
G.
Marco G.
Marco G is one of Rapture's DJs.
Oh,
yes,
is it?
Yes. So Marco's coming down. Yeah.
Because the Rapture's going well for you, isn't it?
Yeah, Rapture's going well. Yeah. So Marco's coming down. Yeah.
And Marco he'll be doing the first excursion on the Wheels of Steel then.
So after all the fighting, I mean, obviously for the adults and if the children get served, there'll be alcohol behind the bar, and then you get to see the likes of Adrian drunk dancing.
No, well, not bad.
That'll be up on social media.
That's an added bonus. The entertainment factor of that alone is well worth going down. So forget about the boxing. Go down to see this man dancing.
No, I'm not dancing.
But there'll be photos with Riser with his wig on, if anyone's interested.
Yeah, Riser coming along, aren't you?
I'll come down. Is that the official invite then?
That's a free complimentary ticket for you.
Riser, I'll be there, brother. I'll be there.
And what do you call it?
Free for you, £10 for everyone you bring me.
That's cool. I'm going to get a bus load then.
And Reflex sponsored as well, didn't it? Well, they sponsors during the year, so just want to mention them as well. They're sponsors.
Gym, isn't it?
No, Reflex.
Flex. They do knee supports.
Knee supports. They sponsors during the year as well.
For people who have, it's effectively a muscle motivator. They call it, builds up muscle.
In
the knees, yeah.
Where's all this called? There's technology now.
They have sponsors during the year there, so as well. They choose the sponsors. We'd like to thank them as well. And they're coming along on the night as well. And hopefully we have a couple of councillors coming round with invited local councillors as well. So we're hoping for a big night and come down and hopefully it'll be good. Cian McCoy gets his live streaming.
Oh, Razor Cal. You're in trouble now. He's coming up to see you. But all the local councillors get there because it's local sport and you guys are involved in it. And it's great to see the showcase that this man's going to put on, these gentlemen are going to put on. So it's going to be, as world-class boxers, young upcoming world-class fighters. So support your local sports. And that's what I think.
That's what we want to do.
Good enough, a lot of the councillors do.
Yes.
You know, they want to see the kids getting involved in sport.
They do their best for us like that, so they do.
Yeah.
We've got support off them this year, so we'll have. We've always had support us, but they're getting a wee bit more support this year than we've got before.
But then you're creating champions here. It's not it's not a wee boxing club just to hit people off the streets and get them in for an hour and then out again.
Well, that's what I don't mind doing that. That I can do it all day long, but I am doing it. But we are producing champions. Champions is a bonus.
Yeah.
I'll take the kids off the street, no problem. Train away them as long as they come and train with me. I'll train them till if they never win a fight, they can train with me till they're 90. But when we get a champion, personally to me, that's just a pleasant side benefit and a bonus to me that we get champions. But with kids are just up there and they're training away and they never miss a night, and they may never be boxers, but they're still training away. And I spend, when I'm freed up after the championship boys over, I put my time into them. Even knowing these lads, they never maybe win too much, but I still give them as much time as I can.
Fair play.
That's what you have to do.
And that on its own, speaks volumes about you as a person, because you are Mr. Boxing in Newry. There's no doubt about it.
Well,
you've been eating, sleeping, dreaming boxing. Don't forget, I watched you from a wee kid like that there. I've watched you run around out the roads.
That's all thanks. That's all thanks to my dad.
Indeed,
to my dad, and Paddy McKeown, and Tony Hughes.
And Tony Hughes. Yeah. We would just take you in there. Oh, he's got it. Look at that there.
Just well, that's only for the effort he does put on.
Yeah.
Adrian has actually been nominated for the Mary Graham Shining Award for the
Shining Light Award.
Shining Light Award. So he's been nominated for that as well. So
well, I will tell you, he deserves it.
But also, I'm saying,
he deserves it.
You have to give thanks to Jimmy McKeown and Paddy McKeown and Tony Hughes.
Tony's great fella, yeah.
And my dad's one of the big factors in my life as well with boxing. He's
of course, yeah.
He's Mr. Boxing Newry to me, to be honest. His personality alone, when he's into a boxing club, is just second to none. But he just goes in and doesn't care who's there or what there. He just shouts, get on the bags. Doesn't care. Should have been Paddy Barnes or Kenny Egan. Get on the bags. What are you doing?
He's
get
great,
in there. Time. Last 10, keep it going. Just absolutely doesn't care who you are. He just takes everybody the same. Get the boxing done.
But he's right, isn't he?
Yes,
he's right.
Fantastic.
And I'll tell you what, big raiser for Tony Patterson. He's a legend, boy. He really is. It's always good to see him,
Newry legend.
Isn't he?
Yeah, Newry
he really is, and you have to be proud of him.
Oh, yes.
But then he has to be proud of you
yes,
too.
True.
It's reciprocated.
That's right, yes.
And, well, it's going to be a massive big night.
Hopefully. So we're asking the crowd to come out and support us.
There they are, yeah.
There's a lot of boxing clubs and all. Anybody that's interested, and like all my likes during the Dublin Championships there in the All Ireland, the people that like this, if you can't make it on there, I know there's a couple of weddings on that day.
But the Blues Festival's no, it's just over.
Yeah, it'll be over. And if you can't nip over from the wedding for a couple of hours,
come over for a Swifty.
Yeah, come over from the wedding and nip back in again for a couple of maybe for a half an hour, just shows your support. There's one on the Canal Court. I think there's a wedding on the Canal Court. I forget who's it is.
Across the street.
I forget who's it is. And there's one on in. I think there's one on out in the Sheep Bridge as well, so you can get in if you can. There's two weddings. I think there's one in the Canal Court. I forget where the other one is. I know that's because a lot of people have taxed me. I can't make it if a wedding.
Anybody who's at a wedding, please remember we do have good taxi services.
Yeah.
And they all know where Bellini's at. And just remember as well, this is a local club. It's for the local people. So all we ask is the local people come out and support us the way we support our local community.
And it would be good to see maybe a few people coming in with weddings, suited and booted, instead of, like the hoodie gang sitting there in the bar. Wouldn't it be lovely to see somebody coming in a big white dress and somebody coming in a dicky bow or something? Why not?
If you come in your wedding dress in your morning suit, you get half price.
There you go. You can't say further than that live in the Banter show.
If you come in dressed for your wedding, we'll get you photographs with some of the boxers.
Yeah. There you go, friends. You can't say further than that.
No, yeah.
We'll make people famous.
Yeah.
So, as a PR man, you're going to love this question. As a PR man, does he bully you?
As I said earlier, Adrian does not bully anyone. He just has expectations. Yeah. And I know this very well because every time I see something different, I get slapped in the side of the head.
There you go. Isn't he a great PR man, isn't he? Yeah, then you done your work getting this man, didn't you?
I know, yes. Brilliant.
So, it's the end of May. 31st of May, Bellini's, 7 o'clock.
Parade started at 7:15, and both boxers will be paraded in the ring. And then 7 o'clock, the first bout will be. I have to say bout because Paddy Devlin had me kicking behind if I say a fight.
That's all right, yeah.
Politically, Paddy likes to say it doesn't like the word fight. So the first bout will be at 7 o'clock. Hopefully, it'll be over 10.
7 sharp, by the way. 7
sharp, bang or 7, yeah.
And there's 20 fights, and then there's a buffet after, and then music.
Yeah.
That's some value for money.
For a favour.
For a favour.
Well, if you want the buffet, you'd have to pay for the buffet. But the sponsors are getting the buffet for free. But for a favour, you can't beat it.
And you really can't beat that.
Just way being a family event as well. 2 parents, 2 kids, tenner.
Yeah, that's right. Or else one adult and 4 kids is still a tenner as well. So we're pushing the family side of things as well. We want to make it a family event.
Well, that's good, Adrian. I tell you, that makes it more inclusive.
Yeah, it makes it more inclusive. Yeah,
That's a good night's entertainment for a 10 or for a family of 4.
We're opening it up till families now. We're trying to make boxing more family oriented now.
And it'll be good because up and coming young children, you know yourself. That's where you started.
Yeah.
And you know yourself when they're sitting there, they're the new maybe up and coming. But once
it'll be over by 10. No, it'll be over by 10. So it's not going to be a late one.
Yeah.
Starting at 7 over by 10. So you can take the kids with you, like.
Yeah. Or they can even take them home at 9 if they don't want to see the really heavy stuff coming up. Like,
No, they will enjoy it. It's not that it's going to be heavy. It's going to be the boxing now is technical, but it's well safeguarded and all as well. So it's not going to be any.
Skillful. It's a
skillful, technical, and there's good in fighting as well. But it's more. It's not. There's not going to be too much people sort of battling each other. It's just going to be a good game of chess. A lot of people like as well.
Yeah.
But the good like
tactical
the prospects we've won. We've all our team. With McParlin, Brandy, Neely, the 2 tuckers, and then you've also got young Jake or young McKeever. Like young McKeever's one of the best to come out of Newry as well. There's a long time. One of my favourites to come out of is young McKeever. Like to style up boxing very quickly. So they're all on, so they are, along with forgetting people here as well. But I'd also like to thank all our sponsors, plus who's the ones that's doing the raffles, sponsoring for the raffles? Well,
Tesco's Newry are providing our prizes and stuff.
The Independents is sponsoring us as well. And clearly Celtic football team are sponsoring us as well.
Oh, brilliant.
So
like just on top of that, there's still some room left in the
program.
So if anyone wants it, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter.
And you can accept a bit of advertising then
towards the thing,
Towards
you can follow you for getting their tickets, free tickets in, on a bit of food as well. So sponsors are getting a wee bit more extra rather than getting their name in the program. They're getting something tangible this time.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. You have stepped up a gear or two, haven't you? You know what you want. This is going to be. This is going to be like Showtime boxing in a few years, and I like your style. I like your way of.
So we're hoping to get on to. I'm hoping to get on to the sports show now. I'm going to see Cal here trying to get on the sports show on Monday night here.
Yeah.
So I'm as well to get on, do a bit of promoting there as well, and then I'm going to see Cal to see. So you have to keep all avenues open.
Well, fair play to you. It just shows you the level where you. I mean, boxing is your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's.
Yeah. We can't really get a break in the summer. You need a wee break. All the coaches are the same. We have Tuckers there and Tony Moon's been with us flat out all this year. And then like we're very friendly with the Guildford club. And they've just got a wee Irish champion there, Clodagh McComiskey. And but they're glad, they're working from September till May. And then they have to get that championships coming up as well. They'll be glad of the wee break. We all be glad maybe of the June, July and August break to get you back, the appetite to get back in again.
You come back and you're fresher.
You need to recharge the batteries.
The batteries need recharge. You know what I mean? And it's great to see the sun out there. My solar panel's getting charged up, so we're flying here.
I have the red head on my hair.
Well, I have to say, I'll be at that event, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'll do as much as I can to plug these. And unfortunately, our man here's giving me the old time out.
100%.
But listen, is there anybody else you want to thank, or anybody you want to shout out to now that you're here?
No, just like to shout out to the Newry crowd. Come on down and give us a bit of support.
Come down and see a bit of stylish technical boxing.
All areas in Newry, all Ballcraft, Derry, Beg, Drummond Lane, O'Neill's Avenue.
All the biggest
Come on out, get out. Come on
down to Bellini's. Come on down for the banter. And there's going to be good banter as well.
Yeah, good banter as well.
And because I was at a few of the St John Bosco events over the years.
Yes.
I have to say, they're always well run. There's never any hassle. Yeah. Everybody's going around smiling.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And there's always plenty of cheering going on.
Yeah.
You know, so
and the John Fern Memorial Trophy is going to be given out that night. Everybody knows who John Fern is. Newry. Again, Mr. Boxing of Newry, John Fern from the Bosco. His annual memorial shield will be given out on the night as well to one of the Bosco boxers.
Well, come down to that Bootsy Fern.
Bootsy Fern, yes.
Come down to that
Bootsy, just have to get on the morning McCusker. Well, you'll see here now when I see you now. Bootsy, come on down to present that trophy for us.
There you go.
One of the things you always sort of forget the last minute. But Morning McCusker.
Razor Bootsy. We'll see you at the box.
Morning McCusker always reminds him to do that for us anyway, so I'll get in contact with Bootsy as well.
Great guy too, isn't he?
Yep.
Great guy. Well, listen, from me, Gerard and Adrian here, or we'll just say from me and the Bosco Boxers. Yeah. How's about that? No, not there. Look, he's getting ready. He's getting ready to go up and see Cal. Watch yourself, Cal. Watch yourself. But I have to say, big shout out to the Blues Festival, Ian Sands and the Blues Festival. It's kicked off today. Rory Desmond McGivern, I got my jingle finally uploaded, so it's on. Your jingle's on for the Blues in the Bay. So friends, from me, Adrian and Gerard, Razor. We're out of here.
Right here.